Let's talk about a scene that changed action movies forever. The Matrix trilogy. And more specifically, Neo's legendary fight against Smith in The Matrix Revolutions. But here's the kicker. Despite the mixed feelings about the final movie, well, not so final now, that scene with thousands of Smiths became one of the most iconic fight sequences in film history. And if you're like me, you probably felt like you were right there with Neo, punching your way through waves of enemies. Fast forward to today, and Sifu takes that exact feeling and cranks it up to 11 with its Matrix challenge. So let's dive into how this challenge pays homage to one of the most memorable fights in cinema, and how it gives you a taste of Neo's impossible odds. When The Matrix hit theaters in 1999, it changed the game for action movies, especially in terms of martial arts. The Wachowskis brought Hong Kong-style choreography to Hollywood, with groundbreaking wire fu and bullet time sequences. And don't even get me started on the dojo fight between Neo and Morpheus. Every hit felt impactful, like you were watching masters at work. Now, I know The Matrix Revolutions wasn't everyone's favorite. It had its flaws. People felt the story lost some of its magic, but one thing that the movie gave us was an unforgettable fight between Neo and Agent Smith. Thousands of Smiths stood by as two titans faced off in the ring. And while the film itself may not have lived up to everyone's hype, for some, that moment, pure cinema. And Sifu didn't hold back in recreating that chaos. In the Matrix challenge, you're thrown into a sea of enemies, each one relentless, like Agent Smith. It's overwhelming at first. You look around, and it's like, how the hell am I gonna get through this? But then you start moving. Just like Neo, you begin to find your rhythm. What I love about this challenge is how it mimics the intensity of Neo's battle. It's not just about defeating enemies, it's about surviving, dodging, using the environment, and hitting when the opportunity strikes. The fluidity of the combat in Sifu really lets you feel like you're in the middle of that epic showdown. The reason Neo versus Smith in The Matrix Revolutions remains iconic isn't just a visual spectacle. It's what it represents. Neo is not just fighting Smith, but a seemingly unbeatable enemy, one that's multiplied to a ridiculous proportion. It's a battle of willpower, and in Sifu, you get that same feeling. Every punch feels like you're pushing back against impossible odds. The challenge is no joke. Much like Neo, you're up against overwhelming numbers. The enemies just keep coming, and if you're not careful, they'll corner you faster than you can save bullet time. But that's where the fun comes in. You learn to dodge, weave, and counter, just like in the movies. The Matrix trilogy didn't just give us cool fights. It redefined how fight scenes were shot in Hollywood. The combination of martial arts, cutting-edge technology, and larger-than-life stakes set a new standard. Even though Revolutions was decisive, that final fight between Neo and Smith remains a masterclass in blending spectacle with emotion. In the same way The Matrix pushed Neo to his limits, this challenge in Sifu pushes you to yours. It's not just about punching and kicking. It's about timing, precision, and adapting to your surroundings. The more you play, the more you realize how much it mirrors Neo's own journey. At first you feel overwhelmed, but at the end, you feel like you've unlocked your own version of bullet time. So if you're a fan of The Matrix, this challenge is a must. It's a love letter to one of the greatest action scenes in film history, and it gives you a taste of what it's like to be Neo, facing impossible odds and coming out on top. And hey, if you aren't the biggest fan of the Matrix Revolutions, even you have to admit, the Neo vs Smith fight is legendary. And in Sifu, you get to live that legend. Trust me, it's as satisfying as it sounds. If you liked the video, leave a like. If you disliked the video, leave a dislike. Don't forget to leave a comment down below telling me which one of the Sifu challenges is your favorite and what movie inspired it. If you like this video, check out this video where I talk about the Grandmaster and his influence on Sifu. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you giving me your time today. I hope you have a great day. Peace.